In a small, quaint village nestled between verdant hills and a meandering river, there lived an old man named Johann. Known for his weathered face etched with lines of wisdom and a heart brimming with tales of yesteryears, Johann was a beloved figure amongst the villagers. His only family was his young grandson, Martin, an inquisitive child with wide, curious eyes that sparkled with the eagerness of youth. Johann's days were spent tending to his modest garden, filled with vibrant flowers and a small vegetable patch. Martin often joined him, his small hands eager to help and learn from his grandfather. Johann would recount stories of his own childhood, the adventures he had and the lessons he learned, each tale imbued with a moral that young Martin would ponder upon as they worked side by side. One particular evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and purple, Martin sat beside Johann under the old oak tree that stood sentinel by their home. The boy's mind was buzzing with a question that had been nagging at him. Grandfather, what happens when people grow old? Johann, with a gentle smile, took a deep breath. He understood the gravity of the question and the curiosity that fueled it. My dear Martin, he began, growing old is like the changing seasons. Just as the leaves turn golden in autumn and eventually fall, so do people age. But with age comes wisdom, experiences, and stories that are treasures in themselves. Martin listened intently, his eyes reflecting the deep, thoughtful light of his grandfather's words. But what happens after we grow old? He asked, his voice a whisper. Johann looked out at the horizon, where the last rays of sunlight were now just a faint glow. After we grow old, we become part of the memories of those who loved us. We live on in the stories and the hearts of people we have touched. Martin nodded slowly, absorbing the profoundness of his grandfather's words. He leaned against Johann, feeling the warmth and the steady heartbeat of the old man who was the center of his world. The days turned into weeks and months, and with every passing season, Martin grew while Johann aged. The stories continued, each a thread in the tapestry of their bond. One quiet winter morning, Johann did not wake from his sleep. The village mourned the loss of their storyteller, their wise old man. Martin, now older and wiser, stood by his grandfather's garden, the memories of their times together filling his heart. He knew that Johann lived on in the stories he had shared and in the lessons he had imparted. And as Martin began to tell those very stories to others, he understood that the cycle of life, like the changing seasons, was a beautiful journey, rich with love, wisdom, and memories.